Go on to sleep now, third grader of mine. The test is tomorrow, but you do just fine. It's reading and math, forget all the rest. You don't need to know what is not on the test. Each mark that you make on each test that you take, remember your teachers, their jobs are at stake. Your score is their score, but don't get all stressed. They cannot teach anything not on the test. Your school board is faced with no child left behind, with rules but no funding, they're caught in a bind. So music and art and the things you love best are not in your school, 'cause they're not on the test. Sleep, sleep, and as you progress, you'll learn there's a lot that is not on the test. Debate is a skill that is useful to know, unless you're in Congress or talk radio, where shouting and spouting and spewing are blessed, 'cause rational discourse was not on the test. Thinking's important, it's good to know how, and someday you'll learn to, but some days not now. So go on to sleep now, you need your rest. Don't think about thinking, it's not on the test. I'm very blessed. I started out with some major advantages. My family. I come from an arts family. My one grandfather was a writer, Kenneth Burke. In fact, if you go into Penn Station, he's one of New Jersey's something or other. They have something on the walls. They have quotes. One by my grandfather, Kenneth Burke. I've forgotten which one it is. We talk about it. The other grandfather was a painter. Wonderful portrait painter, James Ormsby Chapin, and he made a living for years painting covers of Time magazine. Remember when they used to be portraits by hand as opposed to photographs? Both grandmothers were teachers, Grandma Lily and Grandma Abby. Now the names of my daughters. My father was a musician, jazz musician. But Big Jim, my grandfather, we called him Big Jim, he was 5'6". And I'm 6'5". It's about this, but he was, at the end of his life, told Harry, my older brother, and me something that really had a profound effect on us as young men trying to forge our musical and life identities. He said, I was never that successful. Never rich, never famous, but there was one thing I wanted to do in my life, and that was paint. And by God, I painted. That's powerful for a kid. And my mother, who was 92, has worn many hats in her life. She's retired now, but still gets up every morning and works at her art. My mother is an artist, been one all her life. While she was busy being daughter, sister, mother, worker, wife. But her quiet eyes kept watch all through every hard work day, till she found the time to shape the world her way. Life's not what it should be, you learn that early on. You're the eldest daughter of a marriage that goes wrong. But through 80 years, through all the tears for loved ones who had died. She's held on to the artist there inside. And when we wound ourselves as children sometimes do, she's the one who we would run home to. And I still, to my surprise, seek approval in her eyes, in my mother's quiet eyes. A family is a lonely ship that we are trusted to. She had 6 boys, a joyful noise with such a rowdy crew. But sewing was a refuge, a quiet in the storm, a secret place that somehow kept her warm. She'd take a piece of fabric, she'd pin it on the wall. Colors, shapes, and patterns, she would use them all. A small idea to build upon, to carry through each day, till home at night to shape her art her way. And though we moved away as children someday do, she's the one who we all come home to. I still, to my surprise, see the light there in her eyes, in my mother's quiet eyes. My mother is an artist, and I'm an artist's son. And when things get a little rough, I think what she's done. I try to keep watch all through another hard work day, till home at night to shape the world my way. And though I've moved away as children someday, she's the one who we all come home to. And I still, to my surprise, see the light there in her eyes, in my mother's quiet eyes, in my mother's quiet